The Gina and Matty podcast.
All right. It's Tuesday, which means it's time for another top five. Bit of controversy last week with my top five condiments, but let's move on because that's what you got to do. Get over it. It's my top five. If you've got complaints, feel free to call 4365 1045 or you can slide into the DMs at Gina and Matty. But today I am doing my top five TV intros of all time. Now,
I love this.
this is personal. It's my top five. All right. So you might not agree. It's okay. Some highly commendeds go to the X-Files. Love the X-Files. Doesn't make it in the top five. Friends, great theme. Not in the top five. Malcolm in the Middle. Oh, they might be giants. They sung they're incredible.
Yep.
The Simpsons, Cheers, and The Nanny all get a highly commended.
Oh, but they don't get in your top five.
They're not in the top five. Let's find out what does.
Number 5.
All right, kicking it off. At number 5 is the Succession theme. Logan Roy, Roman, Shiv, Kendall, Connor, Tom, and Cousin Greg. 19 Emmys, 18 Golden Globes, 18 Critics' Choice Awards, and an Emmy for Outstanding Original Main Title Theme Music. There's something about this. I was like, what is it about this theme that really does it for me? And you'd appreciate this, G.
Yeah.
There are 2 string layers they call a low ostinato, a pattern that gives the theme forward momentum, coupled with high strings that echo the piano motif with a very raw, shrill, almost out-of-control tone. And I just absolutely love it.
It's full of tension, isn't it?
Oh, just like the show.
Yeah.
It's such an incredible show, and I think that goes into part of why it was number 5. Let's keep rolling, though. Number 4, and I think this theme speaks for itself.
In West Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
The playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of school.
Now, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, great show. Still a banger.
Trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air."
All right, now, not only is... Okay, that'll do, Will. Along with the theme song comes one of my favourite pranks of all time. It happened probably about 10, 15 years ago on a Christian television station where people would write in, call in. Someone sent in a letter to explain the troubles that they had been going through, and this was read out on the TV station.
I was born in West Philadelphia and also raised there. I spent most of my days playing basketball on the playground, but also chilling out and relaxing. But then one day, a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my living area. I ended up getting into a fight, which terrified my mother. As a result, she sent me away from West Philadelphia to the most peaceful area of Bel-Air.
She'll laugh. And then someone's in his ears goes, oh no. That seems to be the theme from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Someone is playing a prank on me. Let's go.
Number 3.
The OC, Phantom Planets, California. Absolute banger.
Right back where we started.
Now, the music from the OC, in my humble opinion, led to indie music entering the mainstream. So you had artists featuring on their soundtracks like Lord and Halsey, who would have been classed as alternative, making it into the pop charts and kind of change pop music landscape as we know it. Almost think the music was better than the show itself. But don't tell Ryan and Marissa. All right, getting close to the business end of the season.
Number 2.
This is going to be controversial. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it has a real nostalgic memory for me. I remember this show would air on Friday nights on Channel 7. I think it was after Burke's Backyard had finished. My dad would play, it was the late 80s, early 90s. Dad would play snooker on Friday nights, and I would stay up late with Mum, and she'd let me watch it with her. I found it hilarious. Didn't know any of the jokes, but I knew Rose was really funny. Sophia, Dorothy, and Blanche. It is the Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend.
I love this.
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
All right.
And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend."
That's number 2. So what is number 1? Oh, actually, got drowned out a little bit. Lost the suspense. Let's do it again.
Number 1.
Need I say more? Scrooge McDuck looking after Donald's nephews, Huey, Dewey and Louie. What could go wrong? It's DuckTales.
Life is
just like a hurricane. It's a duck bird. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur.
Now, in the spring of 1986, in South Beverly Drive, LA, a semi-struggling songwriter named Mark Mueller pressed record on his reel-to-reel tape recorder, sat down at his Roland Juno 1 synthesizer and started thinking about ducks. Now, Disney was looking for a theme song for its new animated series called DuckTales. They wanted a sense of adventure and excitement, a tune that would complement the Technicolor energy of the show itself. Most importantly, Disney's music executives explained they were after a poppy radio song, not a cartoon song. And that's what we got. And that is the top 5 for Tuesday, the 6th of August.
Gina and Maddie.
Right now is Gina Jeffries.
I am about to break virtually an Olympic record.
Yeah, well, we are having another crack at a world record. Oh, gosh, buttons going left, right and centre here. That was so clunky, but that's okay. Hey! Gina,
Live radio.
how are you feeling about today's world
Pretty
record?
confident because what I have to do today is sort M&Ms with chopsticks into their colours in less than how long, Beck?
Well, the current world record sits at 30.34 seconds.
Yeah, well, I think I stand a better chance than you with your toilet roll yesterday.
It was achieved by Silvio Saba from Italy on December 7, 2016. Now, Silvio Saba is a serial record breaker.
Oh.
And I think that means he's broken lots, not that he's just does stuff with cornflakes. He's done a lot. So you've got a plate in front of you.
Yep.
You've got some chopsticks in your hand, mixed colours of M&Ms. You've got 30 seconds to beat this world record. You were practicing during the song. How are you feeling?
Pretty confident.
All right. Yeah. Let's get some suspense going.
I'm good with
start
chopsticks.
The clock. All right, here we go. You ready, Gina?
Yeah.
Go for it. Okay. Well, that's pushing. So that's not actually using chopsticks. We're just pushing them around with a stick. Well, it's sort of with a chopstick. All right.
Jeez, I'm getting nervous now that you said that.
And we're about to hit the 30-second mark.
No, we're not.
And the world record has gone. So if it was the swimming, the yellow bar would have already gone and hit the wall. The yellow bar has hit the M&Ms.
Come on, the yellow one! It's just that. Look at that. Ta!
Wow, you've managed to do it in 43 seconds, Gina! Is there anyone you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my chopsticks. I'd like to thank the M&Ms, in particular the brown ones. I thought it was pretty good. I don't feel too bad about that's not embarrassing, that effort. I feel like I might have come second or third in the world.
Okay, you can check it all out online, star1045.com.au or on our socials at Gina and Matty. Bexagram from the digital department will whack that up right now. Just after the news at, just after the news at 7:30, Gina, you are going to tell us, well, maybe it's this, what you're going to give a go at the next Olympics.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Los Angeles 2028.
Look
Gina's
out.
going to be there.
Gina and Maddie.
We need to get into some of the news that Suze didn't use. Sue's back on deck today, which is fantastic. Thanks to Marianne for filling in for her yesterday. Now, Gina, I don't think anyone needs this kind of negativity in their lives, but experts say that you should not have your coffee first thing in the morning.
I have been listening to a podcast that says this as well.
Oh, God. Sleep expert from Get Laid Beds, great name, Dr. Deborah Lee. Is she a real doctor if she works for Get Laid Beds? Anyway, well, I don't need to unpack that. She explained that the best time for a morning coffee is at 10 a.m, or at least 45 minutes after you get up in the morning. Right, so I don't know who's getting up at 9:15. They're pretty bloody lucky. This is due to cortisol, the stress hormone peaking within the first 30 to 45 minutes after waking up, and then it declines as you progress through the day. Dr. Lee says that drinking it earlier can make you immune to coffee over time.
Oh, do you feel like you're getting immune to coffee?
Well, you know what? I'm unable to listen to experts before my morning coffee. I'll tell you that much. No, I don't know if I'm getting immune, but it's more of just a routine for me. I think it's like I'm very structured in the morning in what I do, and when I have my coffees, and I think it is just as much routine as it is I just need a bloody coffee as well. But obviously this expert doesn't have kids either. Like, seriously.
No, but you should drink water first.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing.
In the shower. Just... Just open your mouth.
It doesn't. I think that counts. It doesn't count.
Not if you've got shampoo in your hair, though, because that'll sting. In other mad news, luxury Italian brand Dolce & Gabbana have released a perfume. Not weird. For dogs. Very weird. Named after the co-founder's very own pet, Fefe. Fefe is an alcohol-free spray, and the firm says it's been safety tested and approved by vets that they've paid off. No, that's just me paraphrasing. So the fragrance goes for €99.
What?
Right, so I did a little bit of currency conversion.
What is that?
$167 Australian.
For your dog.
Yeah. It's an olfactory masterpiece featuring lang-lang musk and creamy undertones of sandalwood. Seriously, if you're going to do a perfume for dogs, you might want to make it smell like another dog's butthole. Like, that's the only thing they're interested in sniffing.
Oh, that's true, but maybe it means you can put up with a smelly dog in the house. I mean, that's worth a lot of money if you've got a smelly dog.
Would you, if you had a dog, pay $167 for a perfume for your dog and
No.
the toilette?
No, I would not.
Just spray it with Glen 20. Oi! Fido! There you go.
That was a good idea, actually. Yeah, it's not terrible.
And in news that will shock absolutely no one, 2 Olympic athletes who competed in the triathlon in the Seine River have fallen seriously ill, with one having to pull out of their next event due to sickness. Now, on Sunday, local time in Paris, the Belgian committee released a statement announcing that the triathlon team would not be taking part in the mixed relay in Paris due to athlete Claire Michel falling ill. Now, the 35-year-old athlete had competed in the women's triathlon event and then was expected to compete in the mixed relay event that was happening yesterday, but she's had to pull out. The statement didn't go into details exactly about what the illness was, but reports strongly suggest it was due to an infection caused by E. coli bacteria. The poo in the water.
I mean, they must swallow quite a bit of water. That's
You're swimming flat out.
yeah.
Like,
That's so gross.
And I said it from day one.
Yes.
There was not enough money for me to. All the reporters were jumping in.
They were jumping in. You were like, no, it's no for me.
No way. What did you send through yesterday? That Snoop Dogg's getting paid how much?
Like
$500,000 a day?
a day just to be there.
It's still not enough money to get me to jump in the Seine River.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah, no, I would.
not.
You just hold your breath.
So they've had to rework the closing ceremony now. So they've had to call in some. Yeah, well, maybe they've had to call in some artists to perform, just to bring it back together. So you two are going to be performing at the closing ceremony now, doing with or without poo. There's more. Taylor Swift's doing Poo Belong With Me. Alanis Morissette's going to come out and do Poo Oughta Know. Hall & Oates are going to get back together, which is making headlines because they're doing Poo Make My Dreams Come True. And Dolly Parton, I thought you'd like this one. Dolly Parton's coming out to do E. coli Will Always Love You. Thank you very much. I should have stopped at the poo jokes.
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.